Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this.
For getting into the out there this weekend in OKC. It's a shame because there are plenty of festivals and outdoor events scheduled for today and tomorrow. So double check before you head out, as some of them might be canceled or postponed. In fact, it's minor league baseball opening weekend for the Oklahoma City Dodgers. Now, no word yet on any deals or any delays at the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, or deals. Reading, man, sometimes, especially early on a Saturday, it can be rough. So let's talk about weather. The weather could be a little rough, too. In fact, Dr. Postel talked about that risk today, but stretching into tomorrow as well. Everywhere shaded in the red has the risk for severe storms. So we're talking about that across a good portion of the panhandle of Oklahoma, even down through Lubbock. We've got that risk for some damaging wind gusts and some hail. Isolated tornado risk, but really those damaging wind gusts could be what we see through tomorrow. Here's what's going on. We've got this disturbance in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So that is in the higher reaches of the atmosphere, closer to the ground, because we have this unsettled pattern. We have a surface low developing in the lee of the Rockies, and because of the setup there to the east of that dry line, we've got Gulf moisture just flowing in abundantly. We are going to have some instability developing as well, especially as we head through tomorrow afternoon. We've got support in the lower levels from a transport of moisture that increases the instability across that area in that warm sector, and all of these things coming together to enhance that threat. Strong winds aloft also enhance the hail and the wind threat. So we've got a bunch of different ingredients coming together to bring us that risk as we move through tomorrow. A lot of the same areas that are going to get punished today with rain for their Saturday will once again be getting that for their Sunday as well. I want you to watch closely this complex of storms that's kind of starting around Amarillo tomorrow around 5. Watch how this develops and speeds southward along the Red River Valley of the South toward Dallas as we head through the overnight hours and early Monday. Certainly some signatures there that we could be seeing some very strong winds with that. You'll notice we're getting a ton of rain lining up over Arkansas, up into Missouri as well. So it's going to be a messy time. And we are expecting rain, we're expecting wind, but we could also get hail from this storm system. Alex Wilson reminds us, oh yeah, we got tons of events across the country. People are taking off the mask and getting back into the out there, but rain could make or break your weekend plans. So we got to talk about your Saturday snapshot.
Yeah, we start with all the rain. Now, it's been raining all night long. Parts of Kansas, Missouri, Kansas City just south of you, some heavy rain. And in Illinois up to Wisconsin. You guys are getting some rain as well, but there's a lot more of this to come.
Certainly, and not just the rain, but the chance for some stronger storms in the red zone there, highlighted across portions of the plains. As we move through today, even to tomorrow, we've got rounds of severe weather possible, but that's not the case everywhere, Jen.
Yeah, I mean, look, these big blue H's I'm a big fan of. High pressure, sinking air, sunshine, mild temperatures here, really very comfortable. For mid-May, it could be hot and humid. It's not. It's going to be beautiful. A lot of mid to upper 70s across the east.
I'm a big fan of this warmth returning. I know we both agree on that. What you might not be a fan of, the storm news, but the weather doesn't look good for getting into the out there this weekend in OKC either. It's really a shame because there are plenty festivals and outdoor activities scheduled for today and tomorrow. So double check before you head out, as some of those might be canceled or postponed. In fact, it's minor league baseball opening weekend for the Oklahoma City Dodgers. Now, no word yet on any delays at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. So let's talk about it. Dr. Postel kind of just broke down what's going on today, but we've got that risk for storms tomorrow as well for the highlighted area. You see that stretching particularly where you see the darker red across portions of Kansas down through the panhandle of Oklahoma, portions of Texas as well. But really anywhere shaded in that red has the risk for an isolated severe storm. Here's what's going on. Quite often where you get the clash of weather is where you have two different types of weather systems meeting in the middle, and that's what we're seeing in the upper levels of the atmosphere. We've got this dip in the jet stream that is higher in the atmosphere. As we go lower in the atmosphere, closer to the ground, closer to the surface, we've got this low pressure system developing in the lee of the Rockies, circulation around that helping to pull that Gulf moisture northward. And of course, moisture, one of the ingredients that we need to destabilize the atmosphere. Plenty of energy available for storm development in the warm sector, especially east of this dry line as we move through the day tomorrow. And we've got that moisture being transported very efficiently by the low level jet. Again, upper atmospheric dynamics are going to support hail, support wind. So we've got all the different ingredients coming together that could help us have some of those strong to severe storms tomorrow. So starting out Sunday morning, we still have some ongoing rough weather across portions of eastern Kansas down through Oklahoma City. That 35 corridor going to have some rounds of rain as we move through the day on Sunday. I want you to watch in particular, though, this complex of storms that starts to bubble up around Amarillo as we head into 5 o'clock on Sunday. Watch how this blasts southeastward toward Dallas as we move through Sunday night and into Monday. Certainly looking at some signals that we could have some damaging winds with that. We're also going to expect lots of rain and wind and
your car heats up. Philadelphia, for example, it doesn't have to be that hot outside. 76 degrees, a perfectly comfortable outdoor temperature, but in your car, 95 degrees in 10 minutes, a dangerous 110 degrees in 30 minutes. Sarasota, today you're one of the hot spots, 89 degrees, but in your car in 30 minutes. And most errands take that long, right? You think you're going to run in and out of the store and you get hung up and you can't find something. 123 degrees inside the car. Atlanta, 77 outside in the car, 111 in just 30 minutes. Beat the heat, check the back seat, make sure kids can't get into cars to play either, because that's one thing that happens. It's not that, parents leave their kids in the cars, that kids get in and then they can't get back out. So make sure that they don't do that. Teach them that, certainly. And temperatures are going to start heating up this week. I know it's been a below average April and now below average May. And now we've got temperatures in Atlanta that have been below average, but we'll go back to average this week. Our average first 90 is actually June the 2nd. We haven't done it yet. Last year it was May 22nd. That was our first 90. So we've got a chance of actually doing that and tying exactly that same date, because look at our forecast in the Atlanta area. We're at average all week long, low 80s, then 89 degrees next weekend. So 87 on Saturday the 22nd. Sunday will be at 89 degrees, a chance of that. And Felicia, that's a trend a lot of us will see. A lot of warmth building this week across the east.
And I, for one, am very excited about
it.
Me too. Well, stay with us. There's plenty more in Weekend Recharge. After all the hype, where